Hey, need some Madden coins? Check out cheapmaddencoins.com. They got the best prices, they got fast delivery, and 24/7 custom support. Be sure to use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Texas, and I'm back with a very special budget beast video. Now, this one is going to be for those that got big baller budget. The guys that want to spend a bunch of coins on these legendary players that drop into the game because of their name and other stuff like that. And now we're going to focus today's episode solely on this Adrian Amos powered up tier 5. And the reason why we're focusing on this guy is there's another card in the game that goes by the name of Eddie Reed, as Man Dude the Killer would say, who is going for about 1.2 million coins right now. And before we get into the comparison of those guys' stats, which seems like a lot, especially when this card exists. If you guys didn't know, this Adrian Amos will only cost you about 400K. And that's if you buy the team of the week for like 350. Like, it's not going to cost you that much to power him up, especially for those that have done team leader sequences and chose this guy already, or have the 80 overall still in their binder sitting and they're just trying to figure out which player they need to pick up out of the set to power up. You got to get this guy. And let's go to the auction block right quick and compare this man to Ed Reed to see why you should pick this guy up. Here's the Eddie Reed going about 1.1 mil. Price done came down just a tad bit because of that legendary pack in the store right now. That makes sense, but it's still about 1.2, so I'm not that far off of this guy's cost. Anyway, let's check this guy's stats out real quick. So 92 speed with 93 play recognition, 93 zone, and 91 acceleration. His card looks good, man. He also is great in run support, brings to the table some decent block shedding. He has some hit power as well to draw the bar loose when it comes to forcing fumbles and stuff like that when they are not on the conservative, I shall say. But yeah, this card is pretty solid. Now, is he worth 1.1 million? The answer is obviously no. There's a few cards in this game worth this amount of coins. And before the game started coming out with guys with 91 zone so frequently, there's a few cards that were actually worth that because they played so much better than other cards. This Ed Reed looks amazing, but when you compare him to Adrian Amos, who was going for about 400,000 coins, maybe less than that, maybe a little more, you start seeing that these cards look the same. So Adrian Amos doesn't have 93 zone, but he has 91, which is what is standard right now. 91 zone is the same as 99 zone, unfortunately. The thresholds in this game are kind of crazy. EA may in the future increase it to 94, 95, 96, which then may make Ed Reed a little bit better because he'll have the new threshold, or I mean a lot better actually, because have the new threshold, but until they do that, there's no difference between that right now. You're seeing the play rec being up by 4. Now, in my man that did the zone testing video, I'm pretty sure he tested out like 89 zone, I mean 89 play recognition, like 80 play recognition, 91 zone, and all that stuff, and it played exactly the same. The only thing play rec's important for is identifying run versus pass. And so if it's a pass play, it's not going to make much of a difference the entire time. So if your opponent's down by 7 points and there's like no time on the clock, you know he's passing the ball, player's not going to play a factor there at all. But so don't worry about that at all. I know some guys will bring it up in conversation. Well, he has higher play recognition. No, it doesn't mean anything. That rating only matters for run versus pass, not when it comes to in coverage. The zone is the only thing that matters when it comes to breaking on balls. And there's testing that does prove that. You're seeing the same speed, better excel on Amos, better man coverage, which doesn't really matter for a safety because it's still not top tier, and the hit power down by 3. Now, people will point to the traits about both these guys' cards and say, well, the traits that you guys can see, this guy is much better here. He has big hitter trait. He has this trait. And I'll give you that. Ed Reed does have the big hitter trait. He does play ball aggressively. But if you turn on your coaching adjustment to play ball, Amos will as well. The one thing about the big hitter trait that I don't really understand, especially this year, is that anybody can force fumbles. Amos doesn't have a big hitter trait, and yet he can still force fumbles just as well as Ed Reed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the defense will get their hands.
And on top of that, Amos has 77 block shed, so he has a lot better block shed than Ed Reed. And so Amos, on face value, for the cost you're going to be spending, is a lot better than Ed Reed. Not saying he's better rating-wise, but he's a lot better for the cost you'll be spending. Plus, he has something Ed Reed doesn't have, and that is a secure tackler. Secure tackler ability, I believe, is the best chemistry in Madden this year. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think we did a ranking last year. I think Conductor was like top tier, Gunslinger, Battle Ready, Never Stumble, Everybody like had a ranking list, but Secure Attack last year was kind of dumb. But this year, I have a newfound appreciation for it, mostly because you get these animations where running backs just break tackles and your team gives up. They completely give up trying to tackle him. He breaks a tackle and goes for 6. It happens often. It's happened to you. It's happened to me. And it's to the point where I am going to build my entire defense around getting secure tacklers, because once they engage in somebody that doesn't make a move, as you guys can see what it says, like right here, where's my chemistry? I can't check it right now because yeah, I can't. There we go. Player is less likely to all broken. Player is less likely to all broken. What? Huh? No, wait. Okay, so I read it the first time. I thought I messed up. I was gonna do another take. Player is less likely to all broken tackles. Don't know what that means. As a user, this player, you do not allow broken tackles. So that part's cool. I like that. So if I'm using somebody, they do not break the tackle. I cannot wait for them to drop a secure tackler, unfakeable card in this game, because that's going to be the best card we see for a while. Because you're not going to get faked out by juke moves, and you're going to be able to make a tackle. That would be so amazing. So the fact that Ed Reed's going for about 1.1 million coins, about 600, 700,000 coins more than this Amos is going for, and doesn't have an ability on him, and doesn't really play much better, why would you want to pick him up? So my Ed Reed fans out there, I know you might get mad at me saying Ed Reed is Ed Reed, you got to get him because he's Ed Reed, he's going to play well because his name's Ed Reed. If you want to get a nice free safety and spend that coin elsewhere on your defense, such as linebacker, defensive line, cornerback, you can get 2 for the price of 1. So right now, you can pick up this Amos for about 400,000 coins with the gold tokens as well as the power-up set, all that stuff. About 400,000 plus coins, maybe a little more now because I'm making a video about it. Bro, that was really cocky, right? Because like I make a video, it's price might spike up. That's super, super cocky of me to say. Anyway, yeah, you can go ahead and put your Amos out there and have extra coins you'll have left over by not buying Ed Reed, and put that elsewhere in your defense. Because they're going to play relatively the same. There are going to be some few moments you see Ed Reed probably get some crazy spectacular catch. He's Ed Reed, best free safety of all time in my eyes. But in Madden, Amos is going to give you more bang for your buck. So if you guys want a Ed Reed light, or really an equal to Ed Reed in Madden, you got to pick up this Amos. And on that note, I believe that's how we're going to be doing all the Budget Beast videos this year. We're trying to find a guy comparable to a Beast card in this game that everybody wants to have on their team, mostly because you're not going to really be able to do Budget Beast this year because Madden kind of made all the low tier cards between like what, 84 and under just awful. Like they don't really specialize in too many things. So last year, Damon Harrison, the gold Damon Harrison, was a beast run stuffer because he was terrible at everything else, but he had high block shit, which is all that mattered. This year, a 75 overall card is going to be terrible at pretty much everything outside of maybe speed. And so I'm going to try to give you guys some nice comparisons between some top tier cards in this game, some low tier cards in this game for the cost. That way you guys can go ahead and build your team easier, because I know everybody wants that Ed Reed, everybody wants these top tier cards, but if they're cards in the game going for much less, they are quote unquote technically budget players, if you get what I'm saying. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit that thumbs up button, and if you guys can do me a favor, man, share this video with your friends, let them know about this, because it seems like people are sleeping on Amos because he's not wearing purple and black, and just because he's wearing blue and orange doesn't mean he's not as good as Ed Reed, if not a little bit better because of the ability he brings to the table. Be your boy Texas, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.